Hey guys, welcome back to JDMods. Today we are finally installing this windshield in my FD RX-7. I bought this from the US last year, just have never got around to installing it. I wanted to wait till after the shell is painted, and then I actually waited until after I installed the dash, because it was really easy to just get in here through the windshield. But I'm finally ready to install this thing. I'm really excited to see how it looks. I bought this from... This is an aftermarket windshield. I can't remember exactly where I bought it from, but once I bought it, they sold out. So I'm really happy I got this one. I think it was around $400 US, which I'm pretty happy with the price. Before I unbox it, let me show you guys what else we have. We have some U428 Plus. This is primerless auto adhesive for your windshield glass. I did buy these big suction cup things. I'm a little nervous to use them, to be honest. I might just get Allie's help to like hold it from the inside and outside of the car as we put it on, but I think I might also stick these on for something to grab onto if needed. Caulk again, of course, for the sealant. We have a OEM Mazda windshield dam. This is NA0163895A. This goes around on the inside to protect it against the metal. And then I have an aftermarket window seal. The OEM one is quite expensive, and I had an aftermarket one on my old RX-7 and I really didn't mind the look of it. I think it looks fresh. Definitely beats the used one I have on there, and it was like less than a quarter of the price of the OEM one, and I'm going to do the same on the rear so it matches. So that is everything I have. Let's go ahead and unbox the windshield. So this windshield looks like it's really well packaged. There's just foam absolutely everywhere, and I've been storing it up in my rafters, so it should be in good condition. So I want to be really careful with it here. I cannot simply just buy another one of these. Nowhere local even sells these windshields, so I'm a little nervous that my first windshield I'm installing is something so expensive. But anyway, here we are. It's kind of funny how much random foam they use in here. It's not like normal pieces, just like bits and scraps. Alright, I will lift this out of here, and then I just want some foam around just in case I fumble. Yep, there's the sun tint. Yeah, you want to hold that a little bit.
Don't drop it.
Oh, I won't. There it is. Let's set it over here, upside down, on this big orange piece of foam. Perfect. So I've got my windshield on the ground here. It's an aftermarket one, so there's these weird stickers on it. I'm going to take them off with an X-Acto blade. Very careful not to scratch the glass. I think this is a lot easier doing it outside the car than after I've installed it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now on, I think there's 3 stickers on it, and then we'll install the dam. Those ones I'm actually going to take off after the fact because I would have to place the windshield curved side down, and I worry I would chip it, so I can easily take those off after install. So let's install the dam. Okay, so the first step is to install the dam from Mazda. I'm sure you can use an aftermarket one. I just found this was cheap enough to buy at the dealership. So as per the OEM manual, you install this 8mm from the edge of the glass, of course foam side up. So I'm going to start about here, I think. We'll see how far around it makes it. I don't think it goes the entire way around, but we'll see how close we get. 8mm from the edge of the glass, and we'll just go all the way around.
Come on.
Okay, so now over on the car, I'm just going to take this clean microfiber and just dust off where the windshield sits and where I'm going to be applying the adhesive, just to make sure it is clean. Then the next step I'll show you at the bottom of the windshield here. There are these little adjusters. Right now they're in the fully down position, but they kind of click upwards like this. Mine is a little bit broken, but I think I can deal with that with some tape, honestly. It's just to hold the windshield while the glue sets. So what we're going to do is place the windshield in here without any adhesive, just for a test fit. Place it on those stops, and then you have to make sure that the gap on the top of the windshield is even and around 7 millimeters. So I have this little plastic trim removal tool, and the tip of it is about 7 millimeters wide, so I can use that to kind of check my windshield gap without scratching my paint. And then once I know these are set, I have to find a way to set them because mine are kind of broken. They shouldn't slide back down like that. And then we're going to put it back on for the final time with adhesive, and then the last step will be the trim. Got the windshield on here with the help of my sticky grips. Allie held these while I held the top and bottom just for safety. I've set these at a certain height. It looks like they're about 1/4 inch off the top. They're not perfectly the same, but the top looks very similar. Might have to do with how they cut the glass. The good news is even after you put on your urethane, you have a while before it dries to do the seal, final positioning. So it's going to come back off now. I'll show you applying the silicone or urethane, then we'll put it on for the last time. Alright, so next step is to install or apply your urethane onto the back of the windshield. This goes in between the dam and the edge of the glass. The Mazda manual says 8 millimeters thick and 11 millimeters tall, so I'm going to try my best to replicate that. And of course, wear your gloves and respiratory protection. So let's go ahead and apply this all the way around the windshield. Alright, now with Allie's help, we're going to put it on the car. Got the windshield positioned on with the sealant inside there. I'm pretty happy with how it is squishing against the body. And the last step is to use my window trim and go all the way around the windshield, making sure it's even, covers up the entire gap here. I might have to do some adjustment as I go, but luckily you have quite a while until this stuff dries. So that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, so it's been a few months since that last clip you saw. I did the work for this windshield and we didn't really film the outro and then kind of lost track of time, and I did a lot more to the car than how you saw it in the last clip. So I think before we finish the windshield install video, I'm just going to unwrap the car and show you guys kind of where it's at, and then a few tips I learned when finishing the windshield install video. Done to this car since the windshield video, and we'll go over all the little details in a separate video, but to conclude the windshield video, as you can see, I've got the seal in all the way around the windshield, and basically I put the glass in first and then kind of jam the seal under the glass use a little plastic tool to push it under the C channel under the glass. If I were to do it again, I'd probably put the molding on the glass off the car, and then once you squish it on, it's done. I only did it this way because that's the way the Mazda manual tells you to do it, but I think it would be a lot easier to just put it on before, squish it on, and be done with it. Maybe there's a reason why you can't do it that way, but I did still get it done. I'm quite happy with how the aftermarket seal looks. It's not super high profile. It's a little bit larger than the OEM, but I like it because it's fresh. It was cheaper than OEM, and if it ever falls off or rips, I can easily get a replacement. And like I mentioned, it matches the one I used on the hatch glass, which I did in the same way, just by squishing it under. So that's everything I have to say about the windshield install itself. Hopefully there's a few helpful tips for anyone looking to install the windshield in their own RX-7 or whatever car you're installing it in. And I would also like to say that we are doing another YouTube revamp where we are trying to push out more video content. Obviously, I missed a few videos I could have filmed on this project, but there's still a lot more content to be done. As you can see, it is still missing an engine. So there's a lot of content I still have planned for the engine bay and getting this thing running. The body is mostly done. There's still a few more things to be done, but that's going to be something I'm going to be working on this winter and filming and uploading. The MR2 will also be in the garage, getting some upgrades, mostly suspension, some little stuff here and there. And then the last thing that's going to be staying here all winter long is Ali's Aristo. We're going to be doing a motor build with a big single turbo. You can see we've taken off the old 3M wrap off of her car, and we're going to be doing a whole paint job, engine bay tuck, lots of exciting plans for this car. I'll let Ali talk to the plans in her own video, but we have lots of content to film. Our house kind of took priority, but now that a lot of that kind of boring stuff's wrapped up, we can get back to the exciting stuff, filming it, showing you guys what we've got going on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and please subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Come on.